So when I woke up this morning, I seen that Jasmy was up 22% on the day. It has come back down a bit to the 32 cent level, so not really bad, right? It was at 34 cent at the peak, but the day isn't over, so we'll just have to see how Jasmy closes today. But what I want to focus on is the grand scheme of things of the entire market and look at Jasmy, Bitcoin, and even the total three here on the monthly chart. So if you like these type of videos, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithms. Jasmy, yeah, see, it was up like 20, at the I guess at the peak 28%, right? Bringing in about 600 million in volume. So for the people that says Jasmy is dead, and I mean, guys, this is a $1 billion project. I'm not going to get into the utility. I just did a video on what DeepSeek means to Jasmy. Make sure you go check that out. Talks a little bit about the utility of Jasmy and the narrative that Jasmy sits. But we know the fundamentals haven't changed. But will Jasmy pump from here on out? I know everybody's been expecting altcoin season, specifically for the top 100 tokens, but we just haven't seen it yet. So the elephant is in the room is, will we see altcoin season? Guys, you can see here that Bitcoin on the weekly is right here at resistance. We really need to close above this on the week, but more importantly, we need to close above this on the monthly, right? If we can close above our previous high on the monthly, there's a conversation that we could continue to go higher, which the stock RSI is trending to the upside. So technically is bullish. We do have a wick candle, but we was not able to stay above that all-time high, which was, I believe, about 107. So we can close above this red line here, which is about 105. I would say, land a confirmation candle above here, start the new month above our resistance, which is the previous all-time high. This could be bullish for Bitcoin, maybe bearish for altcoins short term, because of course this is going to bring the Bitcoin dominance up. But midterm and long term, extremely bullish for altcoins, because a lot of that liquidity from Bitcoin will rotate into altcoins, and first and foremost, specifically the top 100 coins, right? There's pretty much how the rotation has been happening throughout the cycle, based on history, and that per se hasn't changed. We did see meme coins, and AI agents, but for the most part, we've seen a lot of that liquidity from Bitcoin pump into 100K, go into the top 100 coins first, and then trickle down into mid caps, micro caps, memes, and things of that sort. The cycle is a little bit different. I will say that as far as when these narratives pop off, because you really don't know when they're going to pop off. The same could be said with the total three, right? So this is the chart that's very, very important for the Jasmy holders, right? Total three here. If we can get this weekly candle to close above our trend line, that's bullish. Next week will be the candle we need to pay attention to if we do close above our trend line this week to pretty much confirm that we are going higher, because that would start that would continue per se the uptrend here, and that confirmation candle would pretty much confirm that we're going higher, right, for altcoins. So we need that confirmation candle here, because we need to continue our, that's not what I was trying to do. I don't know why I did that, but we need to continue our move to the upside here. So just make this line yellow here. Now, what we want to focus on now is the monthly chart, because on the weekly, the stock RSI did get across, and it looks like it wants to break the trend line and go up higher. So let's just take a look at the monthly and see what we see. The monthly, you can see the stock RSI is climbing higher. We are above the 25 EMA, and total three is technically still bullish. What you want to see it do is break a, well, we're actually doing pretty good on a monthly, right? Because this was our previous high in the last bull cycle. We just printed a confirmation candle on the monthly, so it's a good chance that we do go higher from here, right? A lot of people will say, well, what about this rejection here? This is just a wick candle. We cleared our all-time highs from the last cycle with this candle. We just printed a confirmation candle. So I think altcoins go higher from here, just based on what I'm seeing from the monthly and the weekly, which tells me that February could be a pretty good month for Jasmy. Now let's take a look at Jasmy. Guys, you can see we came and retested our 25-day EMA and our trend line. This is bullish because we bounced off the 25-day EMA and the trend line. The stock RSI now is curling to the upside. This is the weekly chart, and it's telling us that Jasmy is prepared to put the next leg up, right? Let's go to the monthly so we can see things from a long-term perspective. We do got the huge cup and handle. We do have 2 wick candles here on the monthly, which technically is bearish. This is bearish, right? But I will say this. Jasmy, in my opinion, right, is showing a little bit more weakness than the entire total 3 because it hasn't broken the necklines that we see here. So we need to break these necklines here. Right now, we kind of got rejected and put in a wick candle. I would like to see Jasmy close above 3.3334ish on the month. I don't think it happens, but we may have enough momentum in the entire altcoin market to push this higher, right? I really don't like these patterns because these patterns are normally bullish. You see these patterns where it's like the flag is going to the upside, normally breaks down to the downside. So very bearish pattern in my opinion. 40% of the time these do break to the upside, but I just look at these patterns kind of bearish. I like my flags personally to go up and come down and break to the upside. Normally when you see these flags going to the upside, they usually have a nice good breakdown to the downside. So Jasmy monthly chart doesn't look as bullish as total 3, just being honest. These 2 wick candles are also concerning, but if the totality of the altcoin market can give us momentum, the bullhopium here is that the stock RSI is still curling to the upside for Jasmy. It's not yet oversold. Well, it is in, it's not yet, well, it's in the overbought areas, but it's not yet crossed, right? Showing bearish momentum. So I don't know how high Jasmy, I don't know how long Jasmy can hang up out here on the monthly. This is just me being real. We need the momentum to give us a nice good push because we don't have much structure until about 14 cents, right? We don't have much structure until around 14 cents. So we really need to break 3.5 pennies. And we need to get up out of this area. So let me just leave this line here. We need to get up out of this area, right? On a monthly, what would have been bullish if we closed above 3.5 pennies, right? So if we don't close above 3.5 pennies, and we're gonna need some momentum from the entire altcoin market to push Jasmy higher. And this is just from a TA perspective. Of course, Jasmy can get put out the Bitcoin, the Binance monitoring zone, right? And then the price is gonna fly, right? So this is why it's important that we got our catalysts tucked away, like the monitoring zone, because you can see that Binance is holding about 23% of the supply. So it doesn't make sense for Binance to keep Jasmy in the monitoring zone with this tag when it holds 23%, and unless they're not trying to make no money, which is absolutely insane, right? So on the flip side, the Jasmy Bitcoin chart on the weekly, again, wicked under the trend line. We're back above the trend line. This is the weekly chart, so it's a good chance if the momentum continues, we can close, but we need to get back above the 25-day EMA on the Jasmy Bitcoin chart. So until we get back above this red line here, I would say we got work to do, right? We're not like fuck you bullish just yet. We also need the stock RSI to cross and go back up, right? Cross and take us to momentum on the upside. Let's take a look at the monthly chart for Jasmy BTC. Guys, the Jasmy BTC chart is extremely important. This is your altcoin pair against Bitcoin. We love altcoins that outperform Bitcoin. So right now, it doesn't look bad. It's in a uptrend. The stock RSI, so this is some really good hopium here for that monthly chart we just looked at. Has crossed, and we are on a uptrend here on the stock RSI with bullish momentum. So technically, guys, we got momentum here from the Jasmy BTC chart, which is positive, right? This could take the entire Jasmy price with it. So I'm not really seeing nothing bad on the charts as far as Jasmy, right? I would want to see a little bit more strength on the Jasmy monthly charts. Weekly chart looks really, really good. The weekly charts on both the Jasmy and Jasmy BTC look really, really good. The total 3 looks really, really good. And we don't have an FOMC meeting in February, right? So it can kind of like mitigate some of those macro wins. We still get the job prints and the CPI, but we don't got anybody really, really talking down on the market or being dovish. Being hawkish, even though Powell came up there and he was dovish last time. So that's pretty much my outlook for Jasmy in the altcoin market. On a side note, right? Grayscale filed for a spot XRP ETF, guys. So don't sleep on altcoin ETFs and also an altcoin reserve, right? Don't sleep on those. Guys, let me know what you think about the Jasmy charts, the Jasmy momentum, the current sentiment of Jasmy. I would love to know everybody's opinion. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.